Good morning. How we doing this morning, Luna? Hope you're well. It's freezing here. It's so very, very cold. I woke up and it was 50 degrees inside the apartment. And that was simply too fucking cold. Not a morning, but actually pretty good. Good! I'm glad to hear it. I'm excited to keep playing this case. JJ? Oh, there we go. Okay. I was like, are you gonna do it? Are we gonna go? Let's do it. Oh. Are you muted on my stream? It's probably got something to do with changing to a pop-out window. Yeah. Um. Yeah, let me figure that out. What the fronk? Well, now everything's gone to shoot. I tried to flip it back to what it was before and it's not working. So that's super exciting. TV static noise? Oh no! How? What do you mean TV static noise? I don't even have a fan on. I don't even... Is it the heater? Because that's the only thing that's making any noise. Can you try talking now?
Sure, I can try talking now.
Can everyone hear JJ now? Did I fix it? Extremely quiet. Oh, JJ's back? Okay, good. It might be the heater. That's like the only thing that's making any noise.
Well, you're also in a different spot, so your microphone might be in the direction of the fan.
I'm not sitting under a vent. I don't know.
You're not under a vent, but you're in the line of a vent. Look to your right.
Oh, I
There's a vent on the
suppose.
wall.
I suppose. I did move where I was sitting because I wanted to sit next to Herman. I wanted
Okay,
Herman to be able to be in my chair.
and is he in your chair?
He's in my chair with me. He's
Okay.
sleepy. He's cuddled up.
Free puppy report.
Free puppy report. I moved so Herman could be in my chair, and he's in my chair. And I'm happy about that. But I apologize for the very faint fan noise. I don't want to freeze to death. I had to turn the heater on today. It was simply too cold.
You can... So this is not the time to fix this, but you can put a noise suppressor to block out background noise.
Only hearable when I literally put my phone to my eye. It's fine. Okay. Good morning, Max. That was way too high-pitched.
Oh, yeah. Good morning, sweeties. You don't seem like your usual sparkling self today. You don't really hear it, Timber? Okay. So it's not that bad, no matter what.
Okay, well that's good. You probably just have really good hearing, Luna.
I'm always like this before I go in front of an audience. I'm working up to it.
Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have a glass of milk.
What the fuck? Like, I get that milk is like a kid's drink. And especially in Japan. But like... What the... What? Don't get nervous. Have some milk.
It famously calms the nerves. Regina!
How fabulous, my sweetie pie princess. You came to watch my performance today.
Of course I did. Mo told me that I should come and watch this.
Mo said that? Mo, who is like one of the closest things she has to a father now. I mean, he was basically an uncle before, and now he's like the closest thing to a father figure that she has.
So, what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess, you'll fly at the end?
It's not that kind of show. Isn't that right, my sweeties?
Huh?
I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't... Yeah, she doesn't seem to realize what's going on, or even where she is.
Well, Max, it looks like it's time to raise the curtain. I'll see you later. Today I'm just a member of the audience.
I get this is maybe a limitation of the game, but do none of these people have normal clothes?
Yeah, it's very interesting that they just wear their circus outfits instead of like a suit and tie or a like skirt. You know?
I guess it's just a limitation of the game.
We didn't want to draw more sprites.
Fabulous. Enjoy yourself out there. There's no such thing as formal wear at Ace Attorney. Then what is Phoenix wearing?
Good luck, Max. You're the best.
Regina's different, don't you think, Nick? A costume. They're
He's
all in
wearing
costume.
He's wearing a businessman's costume from Hobby Lobby. Not from Hobby Lobby, from Spirit Halloween. I don't think Hobby Lobby sells costumes.
I doubt it.
Top of the morning to ya! Everybody, let's get ready to get stuck in legal limbo. How low can you go? Mo. Top of the morning to you, governor. Top of the morning. That's the ticket. Attacking the day starts with energy in the morning. The early bird gets the worm, but then again, worms lack higher brain function.
Okay.
Here, Max, I brought you a present. Have some milk.
Why is everyone on about the milk? What the fuck?
Oh, my. Thanks. So how are you today, right? Well, I got the feeling that today I'm going to face off against the real culprit.
They all know? They all know what, Luna?
You mean Acro?
Huh? You think he did it?
Be careful. He's used to putting his life on the line, literally. He's got guts to spare. If all I've got to worry about is how thin the tightrope is, I'm used to it already. It just means that I won't be able to press him like I can other witnesses.
What are you going to do then, Nick?
I guess today we'll just have to do without our usual psychological warfare. Today we rely on evidence. It's the only way we'll get past Acro and to the truth.
Luna, what are you being so secretive about?
I don't know, I assume it's a detail of the case.
Is he lactose intolerant? You're right, but it's gonna be tough.
Anyways, I want you to make sure that Regina sees it all today. It's important. Today, for once in my life, I will rely on the evidence. Maybe someday Phoenix will be a real lawyer.
Maybe. We can all hope.
And she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father.
You want us to make sure Regina watches?
Yes, that's why I brought her here to court today. What's that supposed to mean? She needs to know that when people die, they don't just become stars. I may be an old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars.
He just gets worse? Max? Max just gets worse?
Oh, Phoenix. Phoenix just
Oh,
gets worse.
Phoenix just gets worse. Okay. I wasn't sure who we were talking about.
Court is now in session for the trial of Maximilian Galactica.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Miss Von Karma, you may proceed with your case.
The prosecution would like to revise its previous theory of events.
What's the meaning of this?
We have discovered a new witness. Or, shall I say, a new eyewitness. One that saw Maximilian Galactica fly off from the scene of the crime.
Order, order. I had a feeling something like this would come up.
Due to this revision, we are now prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night. An explanation the prosecution will present if the need so arises. In fact, my detective stayed all night creating a mock-up of the scene on my orders.
Poor Gumshoe. Very well. Please call your witness to the stand. Time to get to work, or shall I say, time to walk the courtroom tightrope.
He got to bring his birds with him. Name and occupation.
Ken Dingling, but everyone calls me Acro. I'm employed as an acrobat at the Very Big Circus.
Where were you the night of the crime?
I was in my room that night.
If you look at the map, you will see the witness's room is near the crime scene.
Why is his room on the 3rd floor? That is a fire hazard.
Really?
Whether or not he's able to get up the stairs himself, or there's an elevator, that's a fire hazard.
Okay, it's dangerous. It's not going to cause a fire. It's not a fire hazard. It is dangerous for him to live on the 3rd floor as a wheelchair user.
Because if there's a fire, he might not be able to get out in time.
Well, they should have an area of sanctuary, legally, but who knows?
My room is on the 3rd floor. The crime scene is below my window. They hate him?
If they want him to just die. The official reason is that was always his room. Sure, but after something like that happens, Mo should have been like, I'll swap rooms with you.
No. Mo didn't need to do that. The ringmaster should have been like, well, we'll move you to a different room. Like, Mo doesn't need to do it out of the goodness of his heart. Someone needs to force someone to move to the 3rd floor and switch.
I mean, I feel like he could definitely have made a case for reasonable accommodation, to request that. So.
Oh, you think reasonable accommodation exists in this country that we live in this fictional universe?
I know.
Where trials take 3 days?
Yeah.
Hmm.
The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Would you tell us what you witnessed?
Okay. Hey, Peter.
We're gone.
It was just after 10 p.m., and I was resting in my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. Then, a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. This shot's weird. This is his wheelchair.
It is interesting that there is not a wheelchair in that shot.
Like, yes, from an artistic perspective, you don't need to include everything that's in the room. But, like, there's a lot of bullshit in this room. Like, they drew, like, his exercise equipment. What are we doing here?
Yeah, I feel like they should have put his wheelchair somewhere in there. Like, how did he transfer?
Truly questionable. And a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming.
This witness's testimony matches up exactly with that of the clown.
Money he brings him his wheelchair? It's because no one cares about Indians?
Yikes.
Is he Indian? I mean, I guess he could be.
I mean, I think with the dress that they have him in, they're trying to say he's native.
Well, I mean, this doesn't whatever. This doesn't take place originally in the United States.
Yeah, I don't know.
But a lot of vague cultures in this. And then suddenly, hey, Von Karma lived in Germany. Like real Germany.
If that's the case, there is very little the prosecution need add. All that's left to explain is how the defendant disappeared into the sky that night. If Money was, like, actually a service animal, that would be very interesting.
Well, I mean, if she's actually consistently able to bring him stuff like that, then it doesn't really matter if she is classified as a service animal, because that's just what he would want. But
yeah.
Money doesn't seem like the best helper, given what we've seen.
Given they're a thief.
Before we get that far, I'd like to cross-examine the witness.
A foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to feel foolish sadness of a sad fool. A man must know the proper timing for things, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Just like your old friend, Mr. Miles Edgeworth did.
Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witness's testimony?
In the words of Miss Von Karma, may I quote yesterday's proceedings? There's no way that actually happened.
Very well, you may proceed with your cross-examination.
I mean, the first point of issue with the testimony that I see is that he only saw it from behind. He didn't see a face. You said that you were resting in bed. One would thus assume that you turned the lights off in your room, correct? That's correct. But there are safety lights around the outside of the lodging house. It's so bright, sometimes it can make it hard to sleep. What is this? Kramer's apartment in that one episode of Seinfeld?
I don't know what you're talking
If
about.
that's the case.
There's like a huge red sign that gets put outside Kramer's apartment for like a restaurant or something. So his whole apartment is just bathed in red light. To the point that he leaves his apartment, goes over to Jerry's apartment, makes himself a bowl of cereal, but instead of using milk, he uses tomato juice.
Gross.
If that's the case, wouldn't it be a good idea to close some curtains?
I never really thought of that. I guess that means I'm off to buy some curtains.
Ha ha. Sometimes I do make myself useful in these chambers.
Sometimes.
The fuck is happening?
Ow!
Every time the judge asks a question, though, it pisses me off. It's just like, you can't do that. The witness will proceed with his testimony.
Around that time, I heard a large thump noise.
Hi, Ren.
Hi, Rin.
Hi. How are you?
How are you?
I hope you're having a good day.
Your room is on the 3rd floor, correct? Right? Yes. And you said that you were resting in bed. That is correct. But you were still able to hear a sound from outside? I was indeed. Pressing Acro doesn't seem to get results. But maybe something was contradictory in what he said just now.
On the 3rd floor, but he was able to hear the sound outside. That's basically what he said.
Well, and he also said he heard a thud noise.
Just finished vacuuming the house. Nice. Good to get chores out of the way.
The judge may be an idiot, but at least he knows who's guilty and isn't sometimes. Luna, I don't know if that's really true.
It's not. It's not. He never knows. He never knows. What would the contradiction be?
Mr. Rin says to me, anything I can do to help? And I said, you could do some other chore. I don't have anything in mind. And he disappears. Uh-oh.
Vanished.
His disappearing act would fit right in at the circus. Heard a thud noise. I'm going to say there's nothing wrong for now because we can go back and press it.
Sure.
What's the matter, Mr. Wright? Nothing, Your Honor. Until I can find a clear contradiction, I should tread lightly. I'd like to repress it because I missed what... I forgot what he said. At that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. It was just after 10 p.m., and I was resting my head.
I'm thinking, ooh, what's he gonna do? And a few minutes later, he comes out of the basement and says, Best Buy's open, so I'm gonna go pick up a bunch of $6 amiibo, and leaves the house.
Wow.
Okay. I didn't know Mr. Rin was a magician. I didn't either. But apparently he pulled a disappearing act.
He's gonna put $6 into a cash register and pull out an amiibo. Time of death, 10:15. Cause, blunt force trauma to the back of the head. What about that is contradictory? There was a thump noise. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. That's your least favorite chore? That's a chore?
Getting $6 amiibo is my least favorite chore as well.
We walked out of the door just like a magician. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. And a few months later, I saw someone flying right by my window. Are you sure it was a human being? It could have been a mannequin, or perhaps a large action figure. Well, setting aside the possibility of a mannequin, an action figure is plausible.
You have no need to mince words with Mr. Phoenix Wright. Testify to the truth and only the truth, just as if we were there with you that night. He just walked out the door, just like a magician.
I already said that. I believe it was a human. Damn, I just strengthened his testimony. I wonder if Acro's statement jives with the facts. Okay.
There's nothing to say it wasn't a human.
Okay. So maybe okay, I'm glad we didn't bother with...
Now that's interesting.
Yes. Okay. So, just because we could push back on this does not mean that we should. So we need to have something that actually goes against what he said.
The bust is interesting, though.
Yes, the bust is something to consider, but I don't know that it's a contradiction explicitly.
What's the matter, Mr. Wright?
Nothing, Your Honor. Would you like
Oh,
another
full
clear
of
contradiction?
yards.
I should tread lightly. So, I mean, like, the fact that it was from behind is relevant, but I don't know. It's just the way the game works.
It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like.
The light in your room was turned off then, right? That's true. I was going to bed after all. So with the lights off, you were still able to clearly see a human fly by your window? The safety lights lit things up enough for me to see. But honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. It was the person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses on the front.
Did you see any of the other symbols?
I clearly saw the silk hat, as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. You should know that since this is Ace Attorney, the possibility of the contradiction being very stupid is about 60%.
Yeah, that's correct.
I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica. The more I press him, the less results I seem to get. But maybe there was something fishy with his latest bit of testimony.
I feel like this could be like the bust.
No, I think maybe. I'm not going to do it.
Okay.
But maybe it's the fact that the hat was on the... When did the hat stay behind? Found at the crime scene. What about the hat? Okay. I'm going to say there's something wrong because I want to see what the last press is like. Because we only have one last thing to press on. When I thought I saw I was dreaming. When did you start thinking that what you saw wasn't a dream?
That's not important.
I believe that the prosecution has done a bit of maintenance on the witness's witness's memory.
Just to make sure, let's ask the witness. Ow!
Objection!
Sustained.
Don't sustain that.
Acro must be lying about what he saw, right?
Of course he is. Now the challenge will be to expose his lies in court.
Well, put the pedal to the metal, Nick.
So, I think maybe I do want to do the hat on the silhouette.
Okay.
Press, and then get to the contradiction. So with the lights off, you were still able to clearly see a human fly by your window? The safety light lit things up enough for me to see, but honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. It was the person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses on the front.
Did you see any of the other symbols?
I clearly saw the silk hat as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica. The more I press him, the less results I seem to get. Maybe there was something fishy with his latest bit of testimony? There is a huge contradiction with the testimony that was just given.
If there's a contradiction, then prove it with evidence.
She's right. Let's see some evidence. Do you have any evidence to support your claim of a contradiction?
Game having to mention the white roses due to it being a contradiction early on is kind of funny to me. I mean, they've gotta. Their white roses weren't there. All 3 symbols were not present. It's importante.
Now that we're talking about the roses, I'm getting concerned that it's the fact that not all 3 symbols were there. You claim to have seen the exact same thing Mo saw that night. Do you stand by that? What do you mean? The silk hat. What about the silk hat? I saw it on Max's head as he flew by my window. Well, you should have tried looking down out of your window that night. That would have been quite difficult considering the state that I'm in. Just looking outside of the window was a tough enough challenge for me. That's a shame. I was right. That's a shame because you would have noticed the silk hat found on the scene. That's the ringmaster's hat, right? Afraid not. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's silk hat.
Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max has 2 silk hats?
No. This is handmade. This is a handmade, one-of-a-kind model made only for Maximilian Galactica, which means, Acro, that you've been fibbing on the stand.
Oh, good job. Yes, JJ did a good job.
Order. Order.
As always, it looks like someone just had to open their mouth before thinking.
Shut up!
Are you okay, Nick?
Well, I opened my big mouth and now I have to back it up.
How about it, Mr. Wright? What would cause this witness to commit perjury in this court today?
He has a grudge, he was dreaming, he's the real culprit.
I don't know if we have enough evidence to say he's the real culprit.
Well... we do have evidence to back up meet me at 10 p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza. We know this is from Acro to Regina. So we can say, well, I mean, what proof do we have to say he was dreaming? What proof do we have to say that he has a grudge against Max?
Okay.
He has a grudge against Regina. But we have evidence that shows that he's the real culprit. I don't think anything we have here would necessarily show him as being against Max.
The witness is always the culprit in Phoenix, right? A witness, this implies every witness is always in on the murders. Not every witness is a murderer, but a lot of times they are.
I should have used the indefinite article, my bad.
I think a lot of the times you are correct, the witnesses. Rin likes your logo, JJ.
This was made by Joker. Joker made this banner / border. He made the stream border. Your Honor, on this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself.
Breaking news. Math teacher caught not using proper English. Confuses many. More at 12.
accuses Acro, what in the world are you accusing him of?
Obviously, we accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russell Berry.
Be nice to me. I have to get surgery in 4 days. I know. I'm nervous about your surgery for you. It's gonna go great,
Mr.
but
Wright, are you serious?
Deadly serious, Your Honor.
ha ha ha. I think your trips to the circus have served you well. You seem to have learned how to try and grab an audience's hearts and minds. Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Trying to wow the crowd with smoke and mirrors is oldest bluff in the book.
Really?
If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. He's calm enough for it to be almost scary.
What the fuck?
This just reminds me of the 4 hummingbirds energy drink.
Oh my god! Oh my god! So we saw this video. It was someone playing like Dark Souls or whatever, and he's like, "Oh, thank you. It's my favorite energy drink. It's called 4 Hummingbirds, and it's like red nectar flavored, and it's in a soda can. It's in like a tall boy soda can, and he's like, I think it's just like really sugary." And then he realizes,
The
but
chat,
I'm pretty sure you already knew.
the chat is
is
just
saying
like,
that,
you gotta be
you're
kidding.
drinking hummingbird feeder juice. But it comes in a soda can. So, like, well, that video, I think, is just a bit. If, like, my grandma bought it, she, like, had poor eyesight. She could have absolutely accidentally drinking it because it comes in a soda can with, like, a normal pop top.
It's so
He
funny.
is staying rather calm and collected.
Mr. Dingling, do you have any response to the defense's accusation?
I don't really need to say a thing, do I?
What do you mean?
Everyone, take a good look at me. I thought you were saying 4 hummingbirds, but it was 4 hummingbirds?
Yeah, 4
F-O-R.
F-O-R hummingbirds, yeah.
Everyone, take a good look at me. I can't even stand up on myself, let alone leave the lodging house.
That's true.
I understand that Mr. Wright is just trying to help his client. But to do this by accusing me of a murder of all things.
See, even a sliver of common sense makes it clear this accusation is ludicrous.
She's right. Way to pick on the disabled, you heartless, cruel man.
Phoenix is a poopy head.
Phoenix is a poopy head. See that, Mr. Phoenix Wright? If you're trying to drum up support from the peanut gallery, that's how you do it. I think that's enough of this little game. I've got a doctor's note to confirm that Acro is unable to stand under his own power. Maybe the defense is planning on making a claim to counter this as well? I can hear the defense now. Acro had an accomplice.
Thank you, Curse. Also, hello. I gotta readjust my posture, stretch, and hydrate. Thanks for the care package, Cursed.
Someone's got to take care of you because I can't today. Normally I send you care packages.
What do you say about this, Mr. Wright? Did Acro have an accomplice?
Oh boy.
Ooh, who would have been his accomplice?
Good question. Seriously, good question.
Money the monkey?
Maybe. A monkey who takes care of Acro. Habitually gathers all sorts of shiny objects. Well...
Do we think the monkey did it?
Look! Look at the bust!
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier.
No! Look at the bust! Ting, 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 ting. Ting, 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 ting. Look at what adjective would you just use to describe
Yeah,
it?
it's shiny. It's shiny. Yeah, okay.
It's shiny. Habitually gathers all sorts of shiny objects.
The monkey did it.
It's impossible for Acro to be the murderer in this case. If that's the case, then it's natural for one to consider possible accomplices.
You don't say.
Not good, not good. This isn't going to end well.
Don't tell me you think you're going to get off easy.
What?
You must not have heard that sound just now. Maybe it wasn't clear enough. The sound of you falling into your own trap can be so hard to notice sometimes.
Mr. Wright, it seems as if you won't be able to... It seems as if you won't be stopping at Acro, but will be making other accusations. If Acro did not have an accomplice, things are not looking good for you.
I understand, Your Honor.
Go. Very well, let's continue. Who perchance would happen to be Acro's accomplice?
This
The
is
monkey.
so interesting that they don't go straight to the profiles list, because you have to know if it's one of the people or a piece of evidence. And we don't have a profile for...
The monkey.
So.
You don't say.
Uh-oh. This is suddenly looking very bad.
Don't tell me you think you're going to get off easy.
Really? It's not money?
It's not the monkey? Then who the fuck is it? I thought for sure it was the monkey.
Yes, Mr. Wright. Do you have any proof that this person you've accused was indeed an accomplice?
Oh,
Huh?
do we have
The
any
parrot's
proof?
not here and...
Do we have any proof that the monkey was the accomplice?
Oh, okay.
I guess it would be the statue.
The shiny statue?
I guess?
Okay. Okay, so we didn't fuck up.
That was just a weird bit of dialogue to do. Let's try it.
Back on.
Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor?
this piece of evidence is lacking in persuasive
Damn it!
power.
Oh, I'm jumping to fucking conclusions. I'm jumping to... So I'm not at this step of the case. My current thought process is the box had the statue in it. Money the monkey lifted up the statue to collect it. But that is not really helpful. We haven't even proved that the box has the...
That's not what I was thinking at all.
What were you thinking?
I was thinking that the statue was like what was kind of like flying up,
Yes, that's what I said. It got lifted up.
but like with wires, not like out of the box.
I am so confused. There is a penalty, so did Acro have an accomplice? Why is the game freaking out? Why is the audio freaking out? Who would not be an accomplice? Maya would not be an accomplice. Max would not be an accomplice. Ben, maybe. Dick, no. Von Karma, no. Russell, probably not. Regina, no. He hates Regina.
He hates Regina, yeah.
Mo has no reason to kill Russell. Mo seems to really like Russell, so probably not Mo. Bat is supposedly still in a coma. So really, it's down to Ben and Bat. Unless we had something better to show for... Maybe we can't prove there was an accomplice yet? Yeah, that's probably also true. That's also a possibility.
Yeah, I guess let's just say there's not an accomplice.
I thought we were gonna be able to fucking show that Acro had a reason to be the culprit. Why did we not get to show off the note and stuff? Isn't that weird?
Yeah, I mean, we don't get to prove motive, which is confusing. Let's just say it didn't. Now then, this must be when we get to hear the name of the mystery accomplice.
Not this time, Von Karma.
What?
You're not gonna sucker me into this one.
What are you blabbering about, Mr. Wright?
There was no accomplice. Acro planned and committed this murder all by himself.
Because, like, my line of thinking is the statue thunked down on top of him and then lifted back up. That's my line of thinking.
I don't necessarily know about that because how did Acro get the statue up there? What I think is the case is that the box was underneath the statue in the cafeteria and was used to transport it out of the cafeteria. Because the statue's missing. What else was in this statue what else was in this box besides the pepper? It has to have been the statue. And the statue was lifted up out of the fucking thing. Okay.
Order! Order! What in the... what are you getting at?
Way to keep them on their toes, Nick.
Now I'm going to have to prove how it all fits together. I have to show how Acro murdered Russell Berry.
Can you do it, Nick? Can you really do that?
I know what I can't do. I can't stop now. If I stop attacking, I'm doomed.
All right, then let's do it. Mr. Phoenix Wright. If this witness is the killer, then his eyewitness account is all lies, right?
Mr. Wright, I'd like you to clear something up for me. When the crime was committed, exactly where was Mr. Dingling?
His room. He was obviously here the entire time.
That's Acro's room?
Pretty simple, eh? Acro wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself. In that case, there can only be one correct answer. Acro didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster, which would explain why there weren't extra footprints.
Yeah. What? Are you nuts?
What say you, Mr. Dingling?
It's an interesting theory. That's it? The game and JJ are actually a little quiet.
Okay, let me boost him. Let me boost him up a little bit.
Oh, because
Sons. I assume.
I'm the star
Yeah.
of the show, Funky Luna.
I assume that's what you meant, Luna. But thank you, Rin, for confirming that it sounds good on my side. That's it? Considering what you proposed is impossible. Yes, that's it.
Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor?
as the witness has stated, your assertion is impossible. As he is in a wheelchair, there is no way he could go to the scene or be the killer.
You've got a point.
Seems you've forgotten once again, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime. That's true.
No. No, he wasn't. Why is everyone saying that, oh, if the cloak was there, that means Max was there?
Mo said that he saw Max, didn't he?
Well, it was his general figure. But Maya, it's still impossible for humans to fly. That's what I'm saying! Do you mind if I ask you a question, Mr. Wright? What is it? I understand some of your logic. However, how do you think that I killed him? If I can't leave my room, I obviously couldn't wear Max's costume. How did he do it? That's the next course of this legal buffet.
Be careful, Nick. If you mess up here...
She's right. I can't mess up here. I've got to give this one some serious thought. I'm sure that Acro killed the ringmaster, and he did it while he was in his room. No doubt about it.
Time to enlighten us as to how Mr. Dingling committed the crime, Mr. Wright.
Present evidence. Can't present evidence now.
I think it's the bust.
I don't know. I mean, I agree, but I feel like we're missing some intermediary steps. It's just so strange. This is not where I expected this trial to go. Because it feels like we have such good evidence about, like, he wanted this situation to happen. But didn't expect it to play out this way. I'm inclined to say that we don't have the evidence yet, but we can say the bust.
Okay.
I'm going to present some evidence. So what did Mr. Dingling use to commit the crime of murder against Russell Berry?
Uh-oh. Game
What's
froze.
that? A picture?
Okay, now we're back.
It's just a streaming issue. It is indeed. The problem is with the item that's shown in the picture. How it goes phoenixing on your right. Well, you'll see what we're left with.
Hi,
The
Hex.
bust.
How you doing?
It's quite a large bust, and because it is life-size, it's also very, very heavy.
She Phoenix on my right until I become an ace attorney? What?
My only concern with presenting that was just like, are we jumping too fast to like, look, like we know that it was used in the crime, but do we have any way to like show how it like got down there and came back up?
I think he had like a pulley system or something set up in his room so he could thunk it down on his head and reel it back up.
We'll see. We'll see. I'm not saying you're wrong. It's just that we're not allowed to like actually argue through these cases. We have to have the exact thing that they want. That's all.
Heavy?
Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death, especially if it was dropped from a third-story window.
Ah!
See, this is how Acro was able to kill the Ringmaster, with the force of gravity and Maximilian Galactica's ample bust. They're doing that on purpose.
They are, and it's funny.
Order, order. So you're saying the bust fell onto the Ringmaster?
Thanks for this 3-stream streak, Hex.
A rather simple crime. Even if you were stuck in a wheelchair, it would be incredibly easy to commit.
How could you possibly wheel a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible! Oh, it's not.
Well, Acro is an acrobat. He should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like the bust.
Mr. Dingling, how do you respond to these charges?
Well,
Acro's at a loss for words.
he should be. He knows that I'm getting close to the truth. Well, 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 Acro, you can't run away. What the fuck?
The name Dingling is crazy, you're so right. I'd watch what I say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix, right?
Yeah, don't say you can't run away from something to someone in a wheelchair. That's, mildly insensitive. At the very least. What?
Your Honor, the physical health of the witness is material to this case. I demand that we get proper testimony from the witness himself.
How do you respond? They on something, Your Honor. I think you mean on to something.
Testimony, you say?
Von Karma. She's just using this testimony as a ruse to stall for time. There's absolutely no need for such testimony.
The defense has version of the murder. The prosecution has the right to respond.
The defense's objection is overruled.
Why can't he see things my way once in a while?
Mr. Dingling, I'm sorry, but we need you to testify about your physical condition. If you have any doubts about your ability to testify, we can request expert testimony.
The witness will have no problems. However, let's all be respectful towards him.
Thank you. Ugh, that woman will sink to any low to win a case. This is not... whatever. I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bust and looking out of the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the Ringmaster's head. Thus, it would be unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him, don't you think?
I have no doubts in regards to this witness's testimony.
It was impossible for him to lift the bust and stick himself out far enough to look. Not to mention that he could not have known the location of the Ringmaster's head. Single false step would have led to even more severe injuries.
That's what I was thinking. What is your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright?
I'd still like to proceed with my cross-examination.
He's simply stalling. It's shameful, really.
I can't let her get to me. I've got to focus.
Focus up, Phoenix.
Have you ever lifted up the bust before? No. I've never actually lifted up with my own two hands. But I should get to it, don't you think? I can't let money outdo me on this. Money? That crazy monkey has lifted Max's bust before?
Please continue with your testimony, Mr. Dingling.
Ken Dingling.
Yeah, hashtag ooh, he said too much. So I think money is definitely relevant to this section. So what have you been doing to keep in shape? Well, honestly, I've given up on training. I don't have any plans to return to the trapeze or the tightrope.
You don't say.
But no offense, I'm not worried about losing to you in a race or anything.
Neither am I, Mr. Phoenix, right?
I thought she was gonna say like focus on the facts.
Yeah, right? I wouldn't lose either, Slowpoke. I mean, Nick.
Whoa, 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 whoa! How did the discussion turn to me all of a sudden?
Yeah, that's not what we're here to talk about.
I suppose you could say that I'm stronger than the average bear.
I would say he's not hairy enough to be a bear.
Was I supposed to say that was I supposed to give him a Yogi the Bear accent? However, lifting the bust and looking at the window would have been impossible.
No.
And why is that? Because if I were able to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself. I still haven't gotten much feeling back in my legs yet.
So you couldn't have thrown that bust out the window.
How long do you think your recovery will take? You have to remember that my nerves were severely damaged. I'm currently undergoing some extremely intensive rehabilitation. But it's still going to take a while before I'm back to 100%.
Let me remind you of another very important point. If the witness was carrying the bust, he would not be able to see out below the window. She's shaky. He's shaky.
Why do you say it would be impossible? Allow me to explain. You accept that if I was carrying the bust, I couldn't see out below the window. Thus, there is no way I would know the location of the ringmaster's head. Well, I suppose you've got a point.
Hey, Nick.
Huh?
What if you turn things around? Maybe if you think of it sort of like this. If he knew the location of the ringmaster's head, then he could drop the bust.
That does make sense, if only I could prove somehow. That actor knew the location of the ringmaster's head without looking down.
Turn your thinking around. Turn it upside down.
I think I've already explained things sufficiently.
Have you?
What does the note say?
10 p.m. at the Lodging House Plaza.
Okay, that's not really like the location, right?
Yeah, that's general enough that...
Like, if someone told me go to the Lodging House Plaza, I could go to this corner, I could go to this area, I could go here, I could go here. Like, that's,
but if
that's
the
a pretty
box
big
was already
window.
set up there, and he knew that the ringmaster would approach the box, maybe?
Oh, was he seen carrying the box?
I don't know. I'm just thinking.
No, that's smart.
I don't know if anyone actually saw him carry the box, but I'm just thinking if he set it up that way, like a trap.
I didn't press on this, I think. If all you had to do was drop it, then it wouldn't have been a problem at all. If all I had to do was drop it, you're right, I could have done that. However, there's no way that I could land a direct hit on the ringmaster's head.
So that kind of makes your theory a bit pointless, doesn't it, Mr. Wright?
Acro is strong enough to lift up the bust.
The main problem is how he could have aimed for the ringmaster's head.
I wonder if he used some kind of tool to aim for the ringmaster.
That's the ticket, Nick. Show them what you've got.
I have to be careful. I have to find something that fits perfectly with the case.
I don't remember us finding any sort of tool. But maybe we overlooked something.
Okay, it's not going to be, I suppose I could have lifted that. I have a strong upper body. However, lifting the bust and looking out the window would have been impossible.
Some sort of tool.
Alright, we know it's not the badge. We know it's not the Magatama. It's not the crime photo. It's not the silk hat. Or the documents, or the promo poster, or the broken bottle. Probably not the circus map. Maybe it's Money the monkey. Maybe the wooden box? Because, like, you would go there and try to open it. Completely unrelated to anything, but my favorite Danganronpa fan game quote, mainly out of context, is, "I'm sexist now," because it's so casual and out of nowhere, it makes sense in the moment.
I'm sexist now. Incredible.
So the wooden box or money. And I feel like maybe him saying money lifted the bust before is relevant. I don't see anything besides the box that would be relevant. So, money?
I guess.
Okay, you don't sound confident.
I
so
don't know. I'm not
gonna-
confident in. I'm not confident in much.
Fuck.
Where do
Oh,
we
boy.
present it? I think is what I'm confused about.
From the very same character, there's also right. It's like a morning full of apology videos. I think it's a great idea.
This sounds like a YouTuber character. Yeah, I think I'm confused about where to present it. That makes the most sense.
Man. Maybe it's the box then.
I don't know. I don't know where to present. None of the statements jump out as obvious places to present to me.
Okay, it was the box.
Okay, there we go. Okay.
Man, why did he say? Why did it make it like? Whatever. The box was placed there beforehand. We misunderstood because it looks like he was hunched over the box. He hunched and slumped over it because the box was placed there beforehand. Acro, you didn't really need to lean out of the window, did you? What are you driving at, Mr. Wright? You already knew ahead of time where the ringmaster's head was going to be. Quite precisely, I may add.
Your silly hinting at things is pointless, Mr. Phoenix, right? Enough stalling! How about you show us some evidence?
But I did such a good job hinting.
Yes. Hurry up and explain things, Mr. Wright.
Maybe you should take a look at this.
Look at this photograph!
The key point here is the wooden box. What the fuck?
The same wooden box that the victim was found hunched over.
The same. The question is, who placed the wooden box here?
Who?
When Ben and company saw the ringmaster, they didn't see him holding a box. Which means... Is almost 5,000 screenshots in almost 3 years too much or no? That's a lot, Luna. That's a lot.
I don't think I've ever taken a purposeful screenshot on my laptop, or my PC rather.
That this wooden box was already placed at the scene of the crime.
I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense.
The moment that the bust came falling down was exactly the same moment that the ringmaster lifted up this wooden box. Which means that the answer to all these questions is now crystal clear.
If they make you happy, Luna, then it's fine.
You mean...
If the bust were to fall upon the point marked out by the wooden box,
There would be no way that it could miss the head of the victim.
No!
Order, order, order. This is unbelievable.
Finally, some of these loose ends are starting to tie themselves up. Now I just gotta keep going, and there's only one way to go from here. Forward.
So the next question I have is, who placed that wooden box at the scene?
It was Mr. Dingling, of course. He connected it to a rope, and then all he had to do was lower it down. Ow!
Allow me to whip some sense into you, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Ow!
The ringmaster's head could have been anywhere when he lifted the box.
That's why the box was so specially made.
Specially made?
Indeed. It had the most peculiar feature.
It was weirdly heavy, right?
The weight of the box?
That's like the only thing we kind of know. Like the content of the
We know
box
what
is
the
a
contents
pepper,
were.
but that doesn't seem odd.
The box has a remarkable weight.
Wait.
According to the court record, it weighs 20 pounds.
Just to live up to this wooden box would have required...
Oh, I see. One would have to squat down, then lift up with their body, wouldn't you say?
That's exactly what I was trying to point out. The box is also very large.
The box also has carrying handles on either side, doesn't it?
That is correct. To lift up the box, you'd have to squat down. Which means... You gotta leave for a bit, Luna? Alright.
See you later.
That no matter who you are, your head would be in approximately the same place.
Fool!
I'm no fool. I'm a phoenix.
Does he even bother to listen to me anymore? I've heard what you've had to say. I must admit, I'm shocked at your imaginative skills.
Did you do it? Did you place this wooden box in the plaza?
Mr. Wright may have a vivid imagination, but I could have never done what he's proposing.
Why is that?
What? Mr. Wright, do you recall the original location of Max's bust? Of course I remember. It was on top of the table in the cafeteria.
Then what happened to it?
I'd like you to remember one important fact, Mr. Wright. I could not possibly leave the lodging house by myself.
Ah, that means...
You understand what I mean, don't you?
Money
I
got
may
it for
very
him.
well have been able to drop the bus from my room. However, how would I have gotten the bus from the cafeteria to my room?
Money! You see, Mr. Phoenix Wright, explain that! Don't forget, you said there was no accomplice!
Ugh.
Tell us exactly how the witness would have carried the bust from the cafeteria.
Yep, we definitely have a problem here. But this is no place to get perplexed. I've got to get my wits about me and prove how things happened once and for all.
All right, Mr. Wright, let's hear your explanation. How did the witness get the bus from the cafeteria back to his room?
Money the monkey.
A monkey?
A monkey.
Everyone knows Money. He loves shiny objects of any size.
It's all coming together. That's right, Rin.
Oh, like when he stole the ventriloquist ring.
So, are you saying the witness had a monkey steal the bust?
Of course he didn't order the monkey to steal it. The monkey stole it on his own and then brought it back home.
Home?
Money lives in Acro's room.
Acro's room?
But the bust was bronze, wasn't it? Bronze isn't all that shiny.
Maybe you should put the whip down sometimes and read the court record.
My, those are some very nice cards he's holding.
Yes, and they are made of platinum, which is very shiny.
I love it when a plan comes together.
Why? So wait. They're saying the statue is made of copper? Why
Bronze.
was it oxidized before he...
It's bronze, not copper.
Okay. Why is it green?
Bronze oxidizes.
But it's oxidized before... Because he got it... No. Whether it's copper or bronze, they both oxidize. Here's the photo of the award ceremony where he got it. It was already oxidized. What
I
the
don't know.
fuck?
I don't know.
Acro. Money is a strong monkey, right? It'd be easy for him to bring the bus back to your room. If he wasn't able to handle it himself, I'd be on the market for a new roommate.
Order. I said order. Miss Von Karma, where is the bust in question at this moment?
I don't know. We're searching for it as we speak.
This is a rather strange turn of events, but let's say that the monkey had not stolen the bust. What would have happened then?
Well, in that event, something else would have been used as the murder weapon.
Wait. Then you mean this bust was the murder weapon purely by accident?
It's possible. Maybe Acro saw Money's mountain of stolen goods and thought to use one of them. Anyways, I think we've more than proven one critical fact. It wouldn't be a third case if there wasn't some weird coincidence. Namely, that it was entirely possible for that Acro was the murderer.
Moron!
Mr. Wright's argument was so circular I'm still a bit dizzy. However, his argument does hold water. There's no denying that. Ow!
Don't seem so flamboozled, especially by this fraud of an attorney.
Fraud?
You've forgotten the absolute most important thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
And what is that?
You should know. You forgot that your fraud of a magical client was spotted at the crime scene.
Ah,
There's no reason to doubt this clown's testimony.
no. The clowns.
He's a clown. It's fine.
The clown, not this clown, because this clown makes it sound like we're talking about Acro.
That's true. How do you respond to that, Mr. Wright?
Nick, don't let her beat you now.
I won't. This is my chance to turn the trial around.
When the murder occurred, there were 2 people at the scene of the crime. One was the victim, Russell Berry, and the other was the murderer himself. Answer this and only this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Who was the murderer the clown saw?
The bust.
Yeah.
He saw Max's Ow!
I asked who was the other person Mo saw on the scene. That evidence has nothing to do with the question.
Au contraire, mon frere. It does indeed have something to do with the question. Mo said that he saw Max's silhouette. But he did not actually see the man himself. It wasn't a human being he saw. I was so worried I fucked up.
No. We got this.
How is that possible? It's simple, really. What Mo actually saw that night was Max's bust.
What are you talking about? Have you tried using your brain at all in this case? The silhouette he saw was wearing a cloak.
There's no reason why you couldn't attach a cloak to the bust. It would be easy to hang one off the cards on the bust's hands.
Idiot! Who in their right mind would put a cloak on a bust?
It doesn't matter who put it on the bust. Just wait a minute now, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? That question is of the utmost importance to this case, don't you agree? He caught me.
No.
So let's have it, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust?
Acro? Maybe?
No, because Russell was wearing it and Acro was all the way up on the 3rd floor. How could he have put the bust? How could he have put the cloak that was on Russell Berry on Acro?
I forgot Russell was wearing it.
And he died. I mean, he wouldn't have had it dropped on his head and be like, "Oh, let me put this cloak on it." So, who put the cloak on the busty sailor? Who put the cloak on the busty sailor? Ben?
Early in the morning.
Oh boy. I don't know. Ben didn't say he witnessed the crime.
Who put the cloak on the bust?
Could money have done that?
I don't know.
It wouldn't have been Max. It wouldn't have been Maya. It wouldn't have been Dick. It wouldn't have been Francisco. It doesn't seem like it would have been Regina or Russell. Mo would be fully aware that it was a bust if he did it.
Yeah. I don't know.
Man.
Yeah, maybe it just got there by itself. My magic. Ugh.
Come on.
Stretch.
Be realistic.
Stretch. And yawn. Oh my goodness.
Couldn't have been Bat. He's in a coma. So it's either Ben or Money.
I wonder, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Didn't the defendant wear the cloak the entire time he was at practice? So then how did this person get a hold of the cloak?
Well, I thought this was all behind me. Am I just using too much fucking resources by having VTube Studio open?
I don't know what you're doing.
I'm fixing my audio.
Furthermore, how would this person have gotten the cloak onto the bust, I wonder? Because this person was not spotted at the scene.
I'm sorry.
Fuck.
She's so nice about telling me I'm wrong, it hurts even more. Ow.
The famous Von Karma carrot and whip approach.
So let's have it, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust?
It has to be Russell. He was wearing it. But why would he do that? It doesn't make any sense. He's wearing the cloak. So how... My head hurts. This doesn't make any sense. There's no one else there to put the cloak on it because no one else was spotted at the scene. And there's no other footprints. But why would he do that?
Who put the cloak on the bust? Think about it.
Russell's wearing the cloak. He's the only one who has access to it at this point. But why would he do it?
I don't want to get a game over. I
I
don't want
don't
to
know.
fuck everything up.
I don't know.
Maybe they got caught on the bust? I'm just so frustrated because if I say it was the bust, no, I don't want you to give a hint. If I fuck up, then I fuck up. Alright. We'll be right back while I fix this.
Okay, let's take a quick break. I want some coffee anyway. Be right back.
While JJ's getting back to where we were previously, I'm just going to be on my little just chatting screen. Just going to be on my little just chatting screen here. I finally fixed my toggles a little bit so that my blush is back, which is great. And I moved my head pad to a different thing. So now I have my head pad and my blush. So when I set up the head pad, I accidentally gave it the blush toggle. But now I have all my toggles back. And I'm gonna still working on getting this one set up as a redeem. I think it's very funny. So I want to get that set up as a redeem for a couple thousand points. Oh, I got some coffee. Got my heated blanket. I've got Herman behind me. I'm sitting in the recliner, and he is curled up behind me. So he's making sure I have good posture. I can't slump onto him. Have my my blankie on my lap. Nice and warm. So I'm ready for all the cold of the day. It's so cold here. It's freezing. It's so cold. I went outside to walk Herman twice already. The first time it was 3 degrees. The second time it was 5 degrees. So it warmed up by 2 degrees. Planning on going out again later, and I hope it warms up a little bit more as we progress into the day. Because as we if we go out later, I want to make sure that I'm not as freaking cold. I have to still do a little bit of Christmas shopping. Need a gift for JJ's dad. I was on my just chatting screen, but now I'm back to the regular screen. I was on my just chatting screen because I wasn't sure if JJ was live
I'm
again.
very close to getting back. I just don't.
Yeah, I wasn't
Very
sure
close.
if you were up yet, so I was just on my just chatting screen, yapping. Just yapping.
Very close. This is frustrating.
It was Mr. Dingling, of course.
Come on, OBS, work with me. I'm trying to do shit, and it's like I'm gonna like fuck up the audio quality of your capture card for no fucking reason.
No. No. OBS, more like no BS.
It's so frustrating. And if I don't fix it, there's gonna be like 20 comments that are like, "Hey, the game's kind of quiet," and then you're gonna be like, "Oh, I guess the game's kind of quiet," and you're not gonna get any sound, and then it's gonna be so frustrated.
I'm sorry. I don't think there's anything I can do to help.
I don't want to talk about it.
Monkey. Monkey, monkey, monkey man.
Not you too! I thought I fixed this with... I thought I fixed this by stop running... lurkbait fishing. I thought I had fixed it. But now I'm getting performance issues again.
I'm sorry. Objection.
And I still don't know the answer to this question.
I think it's
I
Russell.
still don't know the answer to the question.
I think it's
You
Russell.
think it was Russell?
I think it's Russell. I don't know why, but he's the only one who could have done it. I don't know why the answer is him. It's gonna give us some dumb Phoenix Wright reason, but he's literally the only one who could have done it. Because obviously money didn't do it. There's no way that anyone else could have approached because there's no more footprints. It obviously couldn't have been Acro. This is the bust again. Objection.
Okay, who put the cloak there? We already guessed money. We already guessed the bust. And we're saying who was there.
He's the only one who was there. Fool! Him?
This literally doesn't make any sense. You're saying it was the victim himself, Russell Berry? Well, we lost. We lost Hex. Because this question makes no sense. So, the current analysis of the crime is that Acro dropped a bust of Maximilian Galactica out a window onto the Ringmaster's head. He knew where the Ringmaster would be because he placed a large box beforehand, in addition to giving him a note of where to go. And there's a confusion over how did the cloak get removed from the crime scene. I don't understand how Russell Berry did this. That's what I'm saying.
The victim himself placed the cloak on the bust.
Place the cloak isn't really the right way of putting it. Then what would be the right way of putting it, Mr. Wright?
Explain yourself. Nick, do you really have a handle on all of this?
I'm fine, Maya. I'm finally putting all the pieces together. There's really only one picture I can paint anyways. Alright. So you want to know what really happened that night? Let's step back in time. Acro used a rope to lower the wooden box onto the scene. Then he attached that rope to the bust, and dangled the bust out of his bedroom window directly above the wooden box. At the same time, the Ringmaster told Max to wait in his room and went to the scene. Of course, at the time, the Ringmaster was wearing Max's costume. Perhaps he didn't want anyone to recognize him that night. But just as he feared, he was spotted at the entrance of the lodging house by none other than the ventriloquist and his puppet, Ben and Trilo. When the ringmaster arrived at the scene, he bent over to lift the wooden box. And that's when Acro took his chance and released the rope. Now this is when the magic happens. At the very instance the bust hit the victim, it was the bus! The bust did it! That's what I said!
Oh no.
I said the bust did it!
No.
And they're saying, no, the dead guy did it. Oh, the dead guy did it. No, he fucking didn't. It was the bust. The bust got caught on the cloak.
Yeah, JJ's screaming. It's not really picking up on Discord.
You wait there just a second, Mr. Phoenix, right? As much as you try, as much as you scheme, this just isn't true. It can't be.
It's still a little early to be getting so upset.
It's still a little early to be getting so upset. Oh my god, they're screaming. They're screaming so loud.
Hi, Hex. Miss Von Karma, this circus isn't over yet. What?
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm sure you can hear it on JJ's stream. You just can't hear it on mine.
The impact of the bust on the cloak, the impact of the bust on the victim threw the cloak up, which snagged onto the bust.
+2 hex.
That impact also caused a certain witness. That impact also caused the sound a certain witness heard, prompting him to take a look. That witness was, of course, Lawrence Mo Curls, the clown. When Mo looked out of his window, the cloak had already snagged onto the bust. Now, having completed the crime, Acro naturally went about it, pulling up the murder weapon. Of course, he had no idea that Mo saw the bust being raised with the cloak dangling on it, primarily because in his wheelchair he couldn't see out of his window, so he just kept pulling the bust up. And that is how the magical murderer disappearing into the sky came to be.
Damn. The bust really should have been the answer.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm agreeing with you.
It was exactly what I thought, which is why I said the bust. It just got caught on it.
It makes perfect sense what you're saying. I fully am on your side here.
So you see, the only person who could have pulled this off is the one person who was able to drop the murder weapon from above the crime scene. Acro. It could have only been you.
Acro's been playing mind games with all of us.
He sure has. But he has come to the end of his rope now.
So,
What now?
you've graced us with a rather long-winded tale. But do you have any evidence to prove that your fairy tale is true?
Evidence?
In this court, only two things matter. The power of evidence and the power of my whip.
Don't forget the power of my gavel as well. Mr. Wright, the prosecution brings up a good point. Can we see some evidence?
Nick, they say they want evidence.
I just explained how there can only be one possible murder method. But there is still something unusual about Mo's eyewitness account.
Unusual?
A contradiction, actually.
Okay then, use that and get us out of this jam.
That's enough talking amongst yourselves. Proceed, Mr. Wright. Present some evidence to the court that backs your claims. I want hard proof that you have unraveled the trick to this magic case.
What?
The hat? The hat being left behind at the scene? Because he saw the hat lifting up on the bus, but the hat was still there at the scene. Calm down, Hex.
I don't understand what the question is. I want hard proof that you have unraveled the trick to this magic case.
So Maya's hint was that there's a contradiction to what Mo said. Mo said he saw the hat flying up as well, but the hat was at the scene of the crime.
So you think it's the hat?
Yes.
The problem is Max's 3 symbols. You know, the silk hat, the cloak, and the white roses.
Those symbols were a problem numerous times during yesterday's proceedings.
Yesterday, there were 2 contradictions in Mo's testimony.
The silk hat was one, the white roses were the other.
But the theory I just presented explains all of these contradictions.
You fool, do you ever shut up?
Max's silk hat was found at the scene of the crime. However, remember what Mo said yesterday. He testified that the criminal he saw fleeing the scene was wearing a silk hat. There's only one explanation for that.
No, I never shut up.
The silk hat that Mo saw was actually the bust's.
Makes sense if you look at it that way. Then he did see the silk hat. Well, sort of.
Fine, you've got one, but what about the other contradiction?
The other contradiction?
Remember what that ventriloquist said in court? He said he witnessed white roses on Max's chest that night. But the clown's testimony doesn't match. The clown said there were no white roses. I'd like to see you try and explain that one away. Can you do it, Nick?
Of course, I can explain all of it.
What was that? Yes, the clown does have a name. It's Mo.
Please recall the instant when the cloak snagged onto the bust. This is getting me so mad. He's talking about a situation that we are theorizing.
Sure.
If the cloak snagged onto the bust, what happened to the white roses? You get it yet? If the cloak got snagged onto the front of the bust, it means that the white roses would end up on the back of the bust. So the new update for Dreamlight Valley came out and it added Cinderella. Her character model is so cute. I'm happy for
fun.
you, Hex.
Fun.
I'm happy for you, Hex. Which explains why Mo didn't see them. The white roses were not visible because they were on the back side of the bust.
Hey, Luna, you missed JJ's crash out.
Order. Order. This is quite the shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright's theory is still sound. Mr. Wright's theory still sounds a bit absurd to me. However, let's just keep going down this road for a while and see where it leads.
Let's do this, Nick. Then maybe Von Karma will finally throw in the towel. Well, so much for that theory.
Mr. Wright, do you mind?
If this game made more sense, I think JJ Crashouts would not happen as often. But this game sometimes just doesn't make any sense.
What is it? You took the time to research our circus, didn't you? Well, yes, I did. Is there something making you think that I didn't? If you did, then maybe you'll understand why I think you're off track. Why is that?
Motive. Oh, we have that. We have the motive. This witness feels an incredible debt of gratitude toward the ringmaster. Anyone with any relation to the circus is well aware of this. I like the way my model just shifts around when I drink a coffee. Thus, there is absolutely no way someone like this would kill the ringmaster.
Unless it was an accident.
Hi, BTOS!
Hi, BTOS.
Your Honor, I'd like you to hear Acro's story. Learn about his relationship with the ringmaster and his life up until now. What do we do? There's no doubting that Acro deeply respected the ringmaster. Yeah, but not his
motive.
daughter. He was trying to kill Regina.
It seems that this case isn't over yet.
It's gonna be me in like 6 minutes, maybe 7. Hex, you're on thin ice.
Very well, however, I feel this is a good place to take a break.
No, it's not. Just let me present the fucking...
I will listen to the rest of Mr. Dingling's testimony after recess. This court will now take a 10-minute recess.
Oh, it works in your chat too. That's funny. Even if someone types -2 in your chat, I still get the -2.
I need to take a break.
Okay. Oh, thank you, BTOS. Thank you for restoring balance.
We'll be right back.
I just ran ads when we took the last break, so I'm gonna stick around. Oh! We stay in lower? No! No, Luna! Heating up leftovers from Red Robin? What'd you have? What'd you nosh on? No, Hex probably can't hear me. Hex is over in JJ's stream. Delicious, yummy Red Robin offers me unlimited garlic fries? What? They have like a bottomless fries thing? You're over here now. Hi. What did you have for leftovers from Red Robin? Sometimes you enter and they shake and shiver at your presence? What? Do you frighten the Red Robin staff into giving you unlimited garlic fries? I'm gonna just take 5 seconds to top off my coffee. Just fries, also heating a corn dog. Nice. Unlimited bacon, but no games. Or unlimited games, but no games. They gotta fire up a secret third fryer just for you how hard you test their unlimited policy. Honestly, relatable. I love fries, dude. Red Robin has bottomless sides and drinks since when? I haven't been to a Red Robin probably since I was like 16. I don't know. It's been a really long time. Since always? I don't recall this. I don't recall this. Since a while ago. Okay, well, I haven't been to one in, like, probably 15 years. So, 10 years ago or so. At least 10 years. Okay, well, I haven't been to one in 10 years, so that makes sense. Why I wouldn't know that. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to top off my coffee.
So you guys are that old, huh? Yeah, we're fucking old. Friend told me he just turned 31 and I was shocked. Thought he was my age, but I guess not. Yeah, I'll be 30 this upcoming year. So I'm old. Hex is already 30. Old guy.
Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this?
Why are we doing what?
Why is this the topic of conversation?
Why? How old? How we went to the beach that makes you old? Didn't add the fucking
Also,
part in old.
I guess there's no Sapphic Sunday today.
Oh, really?
Or Rin is getting a head start on her day because I just saw she went live with full body tracking for Ring Fit Adventure.
Oh, fun.
Anyway, that's not this stream. I can't believe it. Acrobat? It's pretty shocking, isn't it? He definitely is. And to think he was always the most straightforward of the group. Jeebus, am I that hated?
Acro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose.
He did? But I'm nothing but a little old nobody, you know.
Oh, man. But you're not, which is kind of the reason why.
Hey, pal. You're gonna ignore me after I went to all this trouble to bring you some evidence?
Detective Gumshoe.
Ah, forget it. I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyways. No, Detective, I'm sorry. Look, why don't you relax a little?
Got some really tasty milk.
How about a card trick, Detective? Oh, well, if you insist.
Now, about the evidence you mentioned. What is it?
Here you go.
Huh? This was yesterday in Acro's room.
Yep, and I've included the forensic results. Take a look at it later.
I want to look at it now. Won't Miss Von Karma be mad that you're doing this?
Bat's scarf, stained with his blood and a small quantity of pepper.
It is odd as heck. Some of the things are not making sense.
That's why this is all a secret. Huh? Look, details are on a need-to-know basis, and we're not really allies or anything. But everything that happened in court up until now has gone accordingly to our plan.
I don't know. Miss Von Karma didn't seem in control of things in there just now.
You'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were set into motion. Final plans? You're back with food? What did you get for food?
Leftover Red Robin.
Uh-huh. That reminds me. Okay, Red Robin is not food. Red Robin is a restaurant.
Hot dog and fries. Why, BTOS? Why?
Uh-huh. That
corn
reminds
dog.
me.
You're
I've
right.
got a
It was
message
corn
from the
dog.
prosecutor for you. Nothing is ever truly decided until the very end. That's it. And that's it for me too, pal. I'm out of here.
What did he mean by that? The very end part.
I'm not sure. It was all pretty cryptic to me. Oh, one more thing.
Ah! Don't scare me like that.
It looks like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant. What? For me?
What is with the milk?
This is like the Old West chapter of Live Alive. Just continuously getting glasses of milk.
Eating a homemade chicken sandwich. I pulverized the chicken with a heavy hammer in a Ziploc bag out on the sidewalk and fried it in peanut oil. Why did you go on the sidewalk to do that?
I was waiting for the bus. I think they were overdoing it with the he's actually just a country boy bit.
Your counters don't like being hit with
What?
hammers. Oh, okay.
So hurry up and drink it all before it spoils. An entire dairy's worth of milk for me.
Oh my god. Herman is snoring so loud behind me.
Court is now back in session. Miss Von Karma, please continue from where you left off.
You broke a tile? I think you're hitting it too hard. I'd like to continue with Acro's testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim.
Sonny, you are not in a position to be talking to BTOS about this.
What do you mean? What did I do?
What do you mean? What do I mean? Okay. When was the last time you ever tenderized meat?
It's been a while, I'll say. But I used a meat
Mm,
tenderizing
okay.
hammer
And when
and
was
the
the last
kitchen
time
counter.
When was the last time you used a tool and hurt yourself when trying to make yourself food? You sliced your hand open trying to get frozen strawberries.
I have never broken a tile using a meat tenderizer. I have used a counter, a cutting board, and a meat tenderizer. And it has never been an issue.
I guess to the line.
I already did. I'm responsible and stand far away and hit it with the force of 1,000 suns. 1,000 me's! Well, then, that makes sense. I'd also like to get proof from the defense. Proof of what kind of motive Acro would have to commit this crime.
Understood. Now, Mr.
But we could
Dingman,
be bees. This is
is
good
good
Yes,
news.
Your Honor.
please proceed with your testimony.
Finally, we get to the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay?
Just do me a favor and don't ask any questions. Just don't ask questions you don't want answers to.
Gulp.
Bees?
We could be bees.
We were little. We were abandoned by our parents. That's when the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Russell Berry, took us in. I became an acrobat at about 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life.
You're such a thoughtful young man.
As you heard, the witness deeply respected the victim. I wonder how anyone could think that Acro would kill the man he held in such esteem.
You are absolutely right. How could anyone think that, Mr. Wright? You monster.
You absolute criminal.
Actually, saying the sound effects and stuff like gulp reminds me of Papyrus from Undertale.
Which is why there's no real need for a cross-examination, is there?
Actually, that's the question I'm trying to answer myself. Why would Acro kill the ringmaster? Because it was an accident! He meant to kill Regina! This might be my last chance to answer that question. The defense has the right to cross-examine the witness.
You're so tactless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You don't care about justice, do you? You just want to fabricate a motive.
Very well, Mr. Phoenix. Very well, Mr. Wright. Cross-examine the witness.
We? Yes, my brother Sean and I.
What? You have a brother?
How old were you when this happened, Acro?
I was 8 years old and my brother was 4.
Your parents were very cruel, weren't they?
Nowadays, we aren't bitter about what happened to us, because it allowed us to meet the wonderful people at the very big circus.
Nick, the judge is getting misty-eyed.
He's got a soft spot for sob stories, it looks like.
Oh,
No crying in court. Let's keep going.
the witness may proceed with his testimony.
Beads?
How would you describe your relationship with the ringmaster? He was like an uncle, a father, and a big brother all rolled up into one. The ringmaster and my brother were the only family I had.
What about other people at the circus?
This was over 15 years ago. Back then, there were very few customers coming in, so no one really had the time to look after us. They were worried about other things. But the ringmaster, he would always come see us with a laugh and a smile.
What a beautiful story.
Sonny, can you say something?
Something.
Yep, there it goes again.
No. Not the sound.
That's why I was always thinking of what I could do to help. I wanted to thank him.
Nick, isn't Acro such a wonderful person?
Why does she look like that? I know, he seems like a nice guy, which is what makes this so difficult.
So then how long have you been a performer?
I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. Oops, that was something I gotta press on. You started off as an acrobat at that early of an age?
Thank you, Luna.
I begged the ringmaster until he finally agreed to let me do it. Ever since then, I've been in incredible physical shape. That's also when I decided to form a group with my brother. We called ourselves the Flying Dingling Berries. It's nearly a
Oh my
household
God.
name.
Ugh, the flying dangling berries. Oof. I've even heard of them in Germany.
Liar. The point is that I wanted to be of some use to the circus.
You are truly a remarkable young man.
The judge keeps looking at Acro almost like a proud father.
Wow, he seems so nice, it almost makes me believe he's not actually the culprit. Almost.
I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. Did you ever have any trouble with the ringmaster? Ow!
How could you ask such a thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have some sort of fundamental misunderstanding of this witness's testimony? Or the heartfelt emotions contained within? You better think about this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You better think hard.
Oh. Ow, 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 ow!
No matter how you look at it, there's no way I could see this witness ever taking the victim's life.
Exactly. I've been waiting for you to say that, Your Honor. Nick, I hate to say it, but I agree with them.
I was trying to chase down the truth, but I ended up just looking like a jerk.
I think that will be enough for now. Pondering whether or not this man would kill the ringmaster leads me to believe that it is pretty unlikely.
Exactly right, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, I'd like to ask you a question.
Go ahead, Your Honor.
I would just like to know, can you provide an explanation as to why Acro would want the ringmaster dead?
Not as to why he would want him dead, but as to why he accidentally killed him.
This is such a frustrating question.
Nick?
Yeah, I didn't even have to think about it. It was obvious from the start. Your Honor, the reason that Acro killed the Ringmaster is something that can't be proven. What? Emotionally driver judge?
Emotionally driven judge?
That's because Acro had no reason to kill the Ringmaster at all. Oh.
Your foolish attempts to fool us like foolish fools is so foolhardily foolish. Did you forget? You made an accusation against this witness, did you not? I believe it was, this is the real killer of Russell Berry, Ringmaster.
If you want to jump to the end of things, then yes, that sounds about right. The end of things? Acro. You didn't plan to kill the Ringmaster at all, did you? The Ringmaster wasn't your target that night.
What did you just say?
I'm saying that the target of this witness's murderous plot was not the Ringmaster. Because it was never his intention to kill Russell Berry to begin with.
What?
So why is this the worst case? I really hate the circumstances of, like, Acro's brother Bat, Maximilian Galacticus,
Galactica.
and Galactica. Sorry. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's not even his real name. And
Oh, Ducks, thank you for the follow.
thank you, Ducks. Thanks for following. And Ben Woodman / his puppet all want to marry and be in a relationship with a 16-year-old girl.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that they are, like, how old is...
Bat is 22.
Bat is, like, the...
Bat is
Bat is the
22.
youngest. He's not even the youngest.
Max is 21.
Bat is 22.
Max is 21.
Is 21.
And
Ben
he's
is
31. Yeah.
And they all want to be in a relationship with Regina Berry. No. They don't want to be in a relationship. They want to marry her.
Correct. How you doing, Ducks?
So
I hope
that's
you're
why
having
it's
a
the
great day.
worst. I hate it. Besides that one thing, this is a great case. Luna, you missed my crash out. My crash out was over who moved the cloak onto the bust. And I answered that it was the bust that did it. Like, it got caught on it. And we lost because of that.
Yeah. Actually, it was Russell Berry.
Russell Berry. Because the bust fell onto Russell Berry, and then, well, the cape got caught on Russell. It fell off of Russell and got onto the bust.
You're chilling. Hope we're having fun solving. We're having fun for the most part, and then some things about this case are really aggravating.
Well, and then the other thing, so they couldn't change the fact that Bat, Max, and Ben all want to be married to Regina. They couldn't change that fact. They couldn't change the ages. Okay, fine. They couldn't do all that. Why then do Maya and Phoenix both need to say, yeah, I would marry Regina too? Why did they have to say that? That didn't need to be a part of the case.
Yeah, that was gross. It's gross shit. I'm glad there's karaoke. I hope you have a ton of fun.
That's hype.
Well, yeah, the problem isn't Russell taking the cape. The problem is we said that the bust took the cape because it it fell onto Russell and snagged on the cape, but apparently that counted as Russell putting the cape on the bust. So
who's the silver hair lady? Her name's Francisca von Karma. We proved that her father like framed someone for murder and actually committed a murder. So
right, the judge also said that that Regina was cute, which is even more vile.
And you know, someone who's older than Regina can say she's cute, but Mo clearly thinks of her as like a niece to her. She's like, oh, she's just a kid. You know, it's important for her to learn life lessons, things like that. Characters can think that someone's cute without being like, I'm romantically interested in her. It's so messed up, which is why I think this is the worst case so far. The silver-haired, not Regina?
Yeah, the silver-haired woman is Franziska von Karma. She's a prosecutor. She's our competition.
Oh, she's pretty but not 21. Can't even share a Four Loko.
Yeah.
Order! Order! Bailiff, I don't care who it is. Smack anyone who's loud in the face. Twice if you must. Mr. Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to my court? How?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, what in the world are you trying to do in his court? Are you attempting to imply that Acro was trying to kill someone else? Yes.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What do you want me to present here? Do you want me to present the letter? Or do you want me to present Regina?
I would present Regina.
Because they're both relevant, so they better both fucking work.
Regina Berry?
This young girl is the ringmaster's daughter, correct? Acro, you were really aiming for her that night, weren't you? I think Acro wanted to kill someone else. Are you trying to say Acro wanted to kill someone else?
You don't need to answer that. It is a mean-spirited leading question.
He could easily answer this question. If I'm wrong, all he has to say is, you're wrong. That's it.
That's it, huh, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Yeah, Acro was injured in a lion taming accident, and so he's in a wheelchair.
Enough, Mr. Wright. Allow me to. Ow.
The only thing allowed to interrupt me is death itself.
Huh?
And that goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
I'm so frustrated by this court system because it literally just breaks down into, like, oh, it doesn't matter who's right. It just matters who has the most, like, physical force. Oh, you get it, Acrobat? Welcome to
Yeah.
the party.
Yeah, his name is Acro. His actual legal name is Ken Dingling. And his brother is Bat. His actual name is Sean Dingling. And so Sean was trying to be impressive and assist with the lion taming. Regina is the actual animal tamer, but Bat wanted to impress her and ended up getting his head chomped on by the lion. And so while trying to rescue Bat, Acro got really hurt.
Mm-hmm. Additionally, Acro believes that there was foul play with Regina and Bat that day because this scarf was on Bat and it's covered in his blood and a small quantity of pepper. Inside the box, that was where the bust got dropped from, this was the only thing that was inside, a small seasoning bottle of pepper. So the implication is, Acro believed Regina purposefully put pepper on the scarf, which caused Leon the lion, to bite down and in like a sneeze. Which is why in this letter he wrote to Regina, you haven't forgot what happened 6 months ago, I have conclusive evidence of what took place, to the murderer. Regina didn't think she was a murderer, so she just put it on a bulletin board, and the ringmaster thought it was about Leon. Leon was killed. Well, technically, Bat is only in a coma, which isn't actually death. But Acro basically considers him to have died. And it's Regina's fault.
Show me evidence. Now! Yeah, no one named Leon can catch a
can't
break.
Catch a break, whether...
I want to know why Acro would want to kill Regina Berry.
Yes, me too. I demand to see some proof. Present evidence that proves Acro was out to kill this young girl.
Which art? The note?
Probably.
Acro, you remember this, don't you? It's a piece of paper that we found inside the ringmaster's tailcoat.
Inside the victim's tailcoat,
Acro wrote this note. It's ironically entitled, To the Murderer. Its purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 p.m.
so you're saying that he called Russell Berry with that note?
Yes, but there's just one little problem.
Problem?
Acro did indeed place this note into someone's pocket. However, that someone was not the ringmaster.
You mean it wasn't for the...
That's exactly what I mean. The person this note was intended for was none other than Regina Berry.
Order, order, order. Mr. Wright, this little theory of yours...
It's the truth, Your Honor. It isn't a theory. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her, which is why, the morning of the crime, she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board.
That's when her father, the ringmaster, saw the note?
That's correct. The ringmaster ended up in that plaza instead of Regina. And he was killed because of that mistake, instead of Regina.
That's incredible.
Remember the testimony that Acro gave us earlier today. Lifting the bust and looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. If I were able to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself. Acro had no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza, because he couldn't look down out of his window to see who it actually was.
I've got it. Acro thought it was Regina down in the plaza.
And that's when he let the bust fly.
Hey, Nick? Isn't Regina listening to all of this from the audience?
She is, unfortunately. It's only gonna get harsher from here.
I hope Regina can handle it.
Acro wrote this note to Regina.
Objection!
Foolishly foolish fool with a foolishly foolish fool ideas of foolish tomfoolery. You're so foolish you've even made me sound like a foolhardy fool. Very well, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If you're so sure, then tell us about this line. I have conclusive evidence of what took place.
Yes? What about that line?
Excellent delivery there. Thank you, Ducks. Well, if the note was meant for Regina Berry, it would mean that... This note is declaring that Regina Berry is a murderer.
You don't get it, do you?
What? What did you just say?
The ringmaster knew what the note meant, which is why he went to the plaza, in place of his lovely daughter.
Hold it right there, Mr. Wright. What is this incident that is alluded to in the note?
The incident 6 months ago. I have no idea. I know all about it.
I have no idea, dude.
An incident occurred 6 months ago, and now I am more than ready to show this court what happened at that time.
Moron!
Wait, are you sure that it relates to the present case?
It does indeed, Your Honor. Everything in this case has its start in what happened 6 months ago.
Really, Nick?
I think so.
Well then, if that's the case, hurry up and tell us about it. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note? I'd certainly like to know what it is.
If I can't answer that question, the judge is going to think I'm bluffing. The conclusive evidence about the incident 6 months ago is actually the scarf, because it has the pepper on it.
That would be my guess.
What? This is it? Well, I kind of figured I'd try to get rid of evidence I didn't... What?
Aw, but that made sense!
No, the pepper was in the box. Well, from now on, you can do those sorts of things at home, on your own time. Please present this conclusive evidence, Mr. Wright. It's the pepper, not...
Got it. I thought the scarf made more sense.
Yeah, I mean, what's dumb is that the pepper was in the box, so that's the thing that was going to be presented. Which is why the game is saying that's the evidence. But that's not evidence, that's just a bottle of pepper.
Right.
The scarf has pepper on it, which is actually evidence that there was foul play.
Exactly.
Achoo! 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 Achoo!
What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
This isn't a joke at all. It's the decisive evidence you asked for. What do you mean? Recall that the victim was trying to take the wooden box away with him. He was doing so because this piece of decisive evidence is what was inside. Another unbelievable conclusion. Very well, Mr. Wright. So what exactly are you saying? Are you claiming that Regina Berry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper? Taking the note into account, that's the only logical conclusion you can draw.
Foolish fool who never tires of his own foolish ways. If you're so sure, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then answer this question. Who was Regina Berry's intended victim? Bad, right?
If it's Leon the lion, I'm furious. Who is this? That is Acro's younger brother.
What does this prove? His younger brother isn't dead?
Technically, that's true. However, Dad has been in a coma for 6 months now. It's not a stretch to see how Acro could feel that his brother is dead. Regina, she did that to him.
Do you spend your entire life dreaming up new ways to be a fool? Naturally, the prosecution has looked into Acro's brother, Sean Dingling. 6 months ago, he was bit by a lion and fell into his current comatose state.
Lion?
La 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 la. Miss Regina Berry is an animal tamer by trade. If I redeem show something, does that allow a TikTok link? I've never tried a TikTok link, but you can give it a whirl, and if it doesn't work, I'll refund your points. Got some crazy ship video on your For You page. Let's see if it works.
Hi, Shark.
Requested video cannot be shown channel. Oh, sorry, BTOS. Hi, Shark. How's it going? However, no tamed animal in that position is ever trained to attack another human. Shark, thanks for the resubscribe. 6 months. Jeez. Thank you so much. Moreover, Miss Regina could never do something like that. It's just not in her.
So then what happened to Acro's brother?
He's not the victim of an attempted murder. He's the victim of an accident.
I see.
Now what do we do? No one seems to be going along with your theory. Do you think what happened to Bat was actually an accident?
The lion biting Bat was no accident at all. Well, what?
You're such an amateur, Mr. Phoenix, right? There's no way that Regina would ever incite her lion to attack another human being.
She may not have incited the lion to attack another human being, but Regina is responsible for making the lion bite Acro's brother, Bat. Alright.
This has to be the scarf, right?
That's just a scarf. Acro. This scarf is something that Bat used to wear, correct? That's right. And who was the one that gave this scarf to Bat? Ruined your algorithm on YouTube to find this? I'm sorry. Regina. Regina gave it to him. Regina? There is something more than just blood on this scarf, Your Honor. It's probably just on a cooldown.
Yeah, I have it on a cooldown because people were redeeming videos very rapidly. So it's on a bit of a cooldown. So just wait a couple minutes.
And what might that be? Pepper. Pepper? Pepper.
Pepper.
Regina gave this scarf to Bat right before the accident, and she covered her with as much pepper as she could. Hey, what's with the silent treatment? Pepper Rin's cat? Yep. Excuse me, Mr. Wright. So are most of the cases in this game exactly like this? Exactly like what? You've done a good job of fingering a criminal. But out of curiosity, what was her crime? Miss Berry gave a pepper-covered scarf to Bat as a present. Where's the crime in that? It still seems like the judge doesn't get it. It was a dare.
Fingering a criminal? Yeah, exactly. Mr. Phoenix Wright. Wasn't it said that the lion seemed to be smiling?
Smiling? The lion was smiling?
Right before Bat was bit by the lion. For a moment, the lion's mouth changed, and it looked like he was smiling.
Lions smile? I mean, Absurdus? It feels like a horrible parody of actual games surrounding mystery, I guess?
I mean, all of the cases are kind of absurd.
There are a lot of absurd circumstances.
I've never heard of them smiling, however.
Lions sneeze. Whoa, 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 whoa. Leon wasn't trying to bite Bat at all. In reality, all he actually did was sneeze. He sneezed because of all the pepper on the scarf. Whoa, 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 what?
What? You fool!
I mean, I will say, BTUS, a lot of the cases do involve a previous crime. Like, a crime that took place 2 years ago. A crime that took place 10 years ago. That kind of stuff. And a lot of them have, like, unique circumstances, but you're thinking of an actual court-type game. I mean, obviously there are cases, but the pepper scarf thing is a lot.
Yeah, I mean, the court system in this is just ridiculous. Like, the burden of proof is on the defense to also not only prove that the defendant is not guilty, but also to find the actual criminal. We do all of the investigating. There is no period of discovery where things are shared between the defense and the prosecution. There's the bar for contempt in court is so high. Like, the bar for being in contempt of court is incredibly high for some ridiculous reason. This woman can have a whip and whip people with it, and that's fine.
Including the judge.
Like, that's...
You've got to be kidding me. What's the matter, Miss Von Karma?
I object. For objection's sake. Mr. Phoenix Wright. This theory, you believe it? Why can't we have a normal and straightforward killing once in a while in this country? Is, yes, an actual quote from the series. You really intend to say that this is how this joke of an accident actually happened?
Of course I do. It's the truth. The lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's when Bat lost consciousness. Hi, Norman.
Hi, Norman! How's it going?
Acro nearly lost his brother due to this accident, or this joke, as you put it. Which is why he tried to get his revenge against Regina.
You foolish idiot!
Ha! Ha ha ha! It almost does seem like a terrible joke, doesn't it? Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination, Mr. Wright. To think that there's someone who treats this accident with the respect it deserves. Joe Swanson accidental? You have no idea. I saw his character and I'm like, you know, I'm gonna give him a Patrick Warburton voice, and then I didn't even realize he was in a wheelchair. I gave him a Patrick Warburton voice before realizing his character was in a wheelchair.
Just woke up and it's 1 p.m. Oh boy, not BTS, Norman. That's late. Hopefully you got some good sleep, though.
Are you telling me what I said was true?
Acro? You don't mean. You can't mean. Witness!
Are you confirming the defense's claim?
1, 2,
Oh, here we
3,
go.
4, 5.
Mr. Wright.
What? Is that ranch? Was that ranch, BTOS? What the hell?
Unfortunately, your imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder.
Oh boy.
I can't believe you're getting credit for that.
Well, the way the +2 is programmed, all credit always goes to me.
What do you mean by that? The pepper, the scarf, the lion. I see where you're going, but it's a bit hard to swallow. Not to mention the fact that there's an even bigger problem with your theory.
What would that be?
Same problem it's always been. Evidence. If I dropped Max's bust on top of the ringmaster, where's the evidence that proves this claim?
You mean the conclusive evidence?
Listen, we've already proved reasonable doubt. This trial should be over. The biggest problem is the murder weapon, or lack thereof, to be more precise.
The murder weapon.
The bust that the defense claims was used. If that were to be found in Acro's room, and if it was covered with the victim's blood, that would be awfully conclusive in my eyes.
Yes, it would be.
Wouldn't the witness speaking this freely be ruining Wright's case? What do you mean?
It's not, but the witness should not be speaking unless a question is asked of them. And in that case, only speaking to answer the question. The judge also should not be asking questions. Only the attorneys should be asking questions.
Sonny, did you know that I love you?
I love you.
The bust.
Nick, you've got to do something.
This is the last step. If I get this one right, the case is won.
JJ, did you know that I
See
love
how
you?
things were- Yes, I did. Thank
I
you.
love you very much.
See how things work out first. Request to search Acro's room. This game is maybe we should go back to dispatch where nothing bad ever happens at all. Ever, except we keep sending Omni-Man to cases.
Phenomaman. He's not Omni-Man. We know Omni-Man has compatible genitals with humans. Phenomaman does not.
I'm confused. Request to search his room, or see how things play out? How is that relevant? The bust is missing. What do you think?
I guess see how things work out?
Might be worthwhile to search Acro's room, but
What? Why aren't you gonna search his room? I can make him a felon man? Philomena man? You know what I mean? What? It looks like you finally figured things out, didn't you? Now you know the true meaning of Von Karma Total Justice.
I guess.
Philonoman. I see. Okay, thank you.
I figured with you, that's the least I should expect. You'd leave no stone unturned.
I thought you were saying he's a felon. A Von Karma never leaves anything to chance. We already searched Acro's room yesterday.
What did you find?
There's no reason to even say it. If we found what you think we found in that room, Acro would not be here as a witness. But, to put a point on it, Max's bust was not in the room. The murder weapon is still unaccounted for.
She searched. You see, Mr. Wright, the bust wasn't in my room. Well, that is conclusive evidence if I've ever heard it.
Yep, no one could ever get rid of a murder weapon. Furthermore, Detective Dick Gumshoe executed the search by complete surprise. And we took Acro directly to the prosecutor's office after that. End of story.
Just wait a second. Something's funny about all this. Ha 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 ha.
Not that kind of funny.
Looks like you lack the final nail to put into my coffin. But, what about the scarf? What about the note? What about them, Mr. Wright? No offense, but the only evidence that is relevant here is that which pertains to the death of the ringmaster. You should know that by now. Ugh.
Do something, Nick. Don't let this case slip away.
That's like the Brooklyn Nine-Nine case where the dentist melted down the polymer weapon and put it into a patient's mouth because Jake wore him down by burning his ego. Man.
The bust. Where is it now?
Where's the bust right now?
You're Phoenix Wright. You know where that bust is. I'm sure you do.
There's not even a single clue. How am I supposed to know where the bust is?
How am I supposed to know how to bust?
Hey, I know you already pretty much proved it was me, but the murder weapon.
But the murder weapon, no.
Bust? Not that kind of bust, Gormand.
Hi, Mormon. How you doing? Thank you for the lurk, Mashi. To find the bust, we need Mia instead of Maya. Just join. That's the first thing you hear. Doing good? We're doing all right. We're almost at the end of this case. I can feel it in my bones.
It seems this case is coming to a close.
What if it's in the lion? BTOS, the lion was euthanized, like,
Immediately.
6 months ago.
Yeah, immediately
The
after
lion was
biting.
killed.
The lion's
The lion
been dead
was
for 6
euthanized.
months.
The defense's counter-arguments look to have fallen short.
It could still be in the lion.
Thank you for your support.
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Wright.
I think that brings an end to the cross-examination of this witness.
Where is Max's bust? The defense needs time to prepare to present its case. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous and I just bit my tongue.
Huh?
What?
We need time to do what?
Why are you the most surprised person here? She's your aide, isn't she?
Do you really have a case to present, Mr. Wright?
What? Are you asking me?
The rest is up to you, Nick. Good luck!
I'd have to give a lion a colonoscopy every time I wanted it, but it would be pretty dope to stash a weapon in a stuffed lion. BTOS, what?
I don't know about all that, BTOS.
Hey, wait, you can't be serious.
Acrobats always have their lives on the lines, don't they? That's how Acro's lived his life up until now. Now it's time for us to walk across our own tightrope.
I threw us into the ocean, now you get us to the other side.
Pretty much. If we don't, we're certain to lose.
Very well. The defense may proceed.
He doesn't have any clue, and I don't think he'll be finding one anytime soon. Walking the tightrope of logic, there's no room for a false step. 6 to 7 years in prison. Sink or swim. The only way through is forward.
The murder weapon. Where is Max's bust now? How are we supposed to know that?
Actually, I touched my hair. They closed the shower room in your dorm, and they're fixing something there. Wait! Is it in the milk crate?
Maybe that's why they delivered all the milk. Maybe
Somewhere
that's
in the
what's up
lodging
with
house.
all the fucking milk.
Somewhere in the big top. Somewhere in this courtroom.
Maybe that's what's up with all the fucking milk. You're so smart.
It's obvious. The bus is inside this very courtroom.
It's obviously where?
Allow me to pinpoint the location of the bust once and for all. Never mind, it's on the witness stand.
Chekhov's milk has a bad ring to it? Yeah.
Acro, I'm sorry to ask this, but do you mind if I take the blanket off your wheelchair?
What? I'm so
Yeah.
sorry. He's had it in his lap this whole time? That's crazy.
I figured it was underneath him. I just figured it was underneath him. I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear you, Mr. Wright. Well, you are a big guy, for you, and you have a pretty big wheelchair because of it.
The milk was literally just a bit? Damn, I fully figured JJ was right about the milk.
I just wanted to make sure you weren't hiding anything under that blanket, because it seems to me that it'd be real easy to say, hide a bust under there.
I'm a bust. This would
That would explain
explain
his confidence in you not finding it.
Oh, yeah, it's true, it's true.
Once again, your penchant for humor hits me where it hurts, Mr. Wright. I think it's pretty amazing that you can laugh in your position. However, your light-heartedness doesn't change the fact that the bust is under there. We all know that you can't leave the lodging house by yourself in your condition. That proved inconvenient when Miss Von Karma happened to search your room yesterday. If she had found the murder weapon in your room, it would have been all over. Which is why you had to hide it. And the only place that you could hide it, under your wheelchair. Which is why, Acro, I have to ask you again. Would you please remove the blanket from your lap? Well done, Mr. Wright. Masterfully played.
You fool! How could you?
You've got me. I've been bagged by a real pro. Actually, 2 of them.
2 of them?
Miss Francisca von Karma and Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What?
There's just one thing I'd like to know. How did you know to launch the surprise search on my room last night? There were 2 pieces of decisive evidence, the cloak and the bust. I burned the cloak in my room and threw the ashes away with the trash.
Damn.
Regina always took my trash out every morning, you know. But the bust, obviously I couldn't throw that away. When you executed your search, all I could do was try and hide the bust.
Gotta hide my bust.
And the only place that I could hide it quickly was under this wheelchair.
Me when I
Miss
just
Von
fucking
Karma.
admit my crime, yeah.
Well, I mean, he's at that point.
Miss Von Karma, you had things all figured out, didn't you? I was completely sucked in by your calculated strategy. And now to be caught in the middle of court hiding the murder weapon.
Yeah. I mean, because at this point, he can't explain away there being a bloody bust of Maximilian Galactica under his wheelchair. Like, we've proven that it was the murder weapon, and if it is underneath his wheelchair, he has no explanation for it.
Yep.
Other than this.
Yep.
And they could have just ended the trial by being like,
Yep, you're right.
anyway, that's the end of the trial, and then it's just done. But I think they wanted to make it slightly more interesting.
So you got me. Well done, Mr. Wright. Well done, Miss Von Karma.
It all makes sense now.
Can't believe that Von Karma thought that far ahead. It's amazing.
Uh-huh. You definitely couldn't tell by looking at her. I know I sure couldn't.
I can't believe it. Me make a mistake. Why did I order a surprise search of your room if I only hadn't done that?
It seems we finally arrived at the truth. Acro,
Yes, Your Honor.
did you kill the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Mr. Russell Berry?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm responsible for that crime.
Acro.
All my brother wanted was for Regina to like him. That's why he'd tease her. One day, my brother sprinkled some pepper on Regina. She started sneezing so hard, you couldn't help yourself from laughing. That's why Regina thought it'd be funny to get back at him in the same way.
That's why she covered the scarf with pepper.
I know she didn't mean for anything bad to happen. I know this. She just wanted to make my brother sneeze a few times too. But I just couldn't forgive her, no matter what.
It's just a prank,
What
bro.
am I truly guilty of? I'm guilty of never, ever being able to understand her. Your brother became a star. Regina believes in that so purely that she would laugh innocently when saying it. Too innocently. I just couldn't stand it, no matter how hard I tried.
That's when you decided to do something about Regina.
How dreadful.
So are you saying that you are a victim in all of this as well?
No, that's not what I mean. I'm nothing but a murderer. That's who I am.
Damn, it looks like he's got lasers coming out of his eyes.
Yeah, they should have done like a... Like, they clearly wanted his tears to be, like, reflective, but they should have made them slightly blue and had, like, a transparent mask.
Yeah. Or she's a teen and has been sheltered, yeah.
His fake tears do not work on me. At first, I thought I'd kill myself. I pondered giving myself up. But I couldn't just up and leave. I just couldn't. Not yet. That's why I tried to pin this on Max. Max, I'm so sorry. I just couldn't up and leave yet.
This has been such a strange case. It's almost a reflection of the circus itself.
I'm an idiot. Can't believe it. You beat me again! The anime does this case way better, I bet.
I believe this case is now beyond any point of possible discussion. Thus, I'd like to declare my verdict.
Cue the confetti.
This court is adjourned.
Fabulous. But to be honest, I can't really be too happy about this.
Acro, the Ringmaster, Regina, and Bat. Not a single one of them was a bad person inside, huh? One of them tried to murder
He's still
somebody.
gonna kill Regina.
He still wanted to kill somebody. Because he accidentally killed the wrong person does not make him a good person.
That's a good question, and one I don't know the answer to. Many congrats, but only, at max, 1,000,000 of them. Thank you. What's with the vibe in this room?
We're just thinking about Acro.
No. If you worry about people too much, then you'll not be happy. Then you'll be like this forever and never be happy.
Huh?
She's been like this for a while now.
It's all my fault.
Discord is not letting the crying go through. Acro was still bad as well. Ben, Bat, Max still wanted to marry a minor. So no, pretty much everyone in this circus is bad. Like I said in my title, please send everyone to jail, including the puppet.
Yep. Jail for 1,000 years.
Sweetie pie.
Bat and Acro, they're never coming back. Now everyone's gonna split up. Regina.
Russell, Regina, and Mo are literally the only good people at the circus.
And one of them
Russell's
is dead.
Russell's dead. Regina just lost her father. She's lived in a circus her entire life. So she's gonna be kind of messed up. And Mo... I mean, Mo's got a family and stuff. He's really, like, the best person in the circus.
His wife took the kids in the divorce. Oh, Herman is right behind me, pushing me out of the recliner. Actively. Like, his paws are on the back, and he is stretching himself out to try and push me off of the recliner.
Hasn't Mo canonically helped Russell a bit? I think so. I mean, it sounds like they were close.
Mr. Wright, tell me something.
What do you want to know, Regina?
Acro said something right at the end.
Just couldn't up and leave yet.
Does that mean that Acro is gonna try and get his revenge on me?
He's not gonna do that to you, Regina.
Are you sure? You're really sure?
I could believe that.
Yep. Acro doesn't have a desire for revenge anymore.
If that's true, then I want to see some evidence.
Thank you for the head, Cat.
I want to
Thank you for
know
the
you're
head
not
pat,
just
Mr.
making stuff up about Acro not wanting revenge.
I feel like he was saying that about Bat. Right?
I guess.
So then what is the evidence?
Bat?
Acro didn't want to get caught for a reason. He wanted to see his brother open his eyes again.
Bat.
You think Russell's original plan was to promote Mo to ringleader had anything happened? That
I don't know.
didn't come up in the case, but sure, could happen.
That's right, Regina. He's still alive, you know. I never knew. But now that Acro's been caught. Uh-huh. I know.
What?
What? I'll do it. I'll stay next to Bat as long as it takes. Until he opens his eyes, and until he can meet Acro again.
That's so sweet of you, Regina, but isn't he gonna be executed?
Ah. I'm sorry, Acro. I'm sorry, Bat.
Oh, hopefully this is enough to give her a little peace of mind. Hey, Max. What is it, Mo? We really put you through a lot, didn't we, buddy? I'm sorry about what happened. So whenever you'd like to leave us, I'll pay you a fee and rip up the contract. I understand. What a fabulous thing to do for me. I might even leave tomorrow. What's going to happen to the circus now? Ah, that's the big question. Our ringmaster was a real amazing person, wasn't he? Did we finish the case? Not yet.
Pretty much. We figured out everything. We're just wrapping up the last details.
Yeah, I guess we did finish the case. Even though he's not here anymore, everyone is sticking together. The staff, the performers, no one wants to leave the circus. Max is pretty cute. Too bad he wants to marry a 16-year-old.
Yeah. Too fucking baddies
That's why I
creep.
made the decision. What is it? I've decided that I will take over as the new ringmaster. I'll turn this circus into the best circus this world has ever seen. The best circus the world has ever seen? Don't laugh. That's quite the goal.
Yay! I can't wait! Yeah, everyone wanted to marry Regina. And she's 16. Oh, thank you for the head pat, King Cupcake.
Then I guess that changes things. Huh? She does not even look 16, she looks 12. I mean...
Yeah,
it's just...
she looks very young.
You know what? It's not even about her looking young. She, like, doesn't understand, like, anything. Like,
True.
something is... She is, like, mentally 12, too.
Yeah. She's a little sheltered baby.
She doesn't understand that people die. She doesn't understand, like, that a puppet isn't, like, a real person.
Yeah.
There's only one thing the best circus the world has ever seen needs. You know, Rin, I'm curious about that too, but I feel like if they were going to age her up, wouldn't they age her up to 18?
They should have.
Hi,
Random! What's up? No, she was
She's
16 in the
16
regional
years old now.
Japanese? Okay. I started
Well,
watching your video, Random.
Your dog is so cute.
Which means this circus needs the best magician the world's ever seen. Max, let's work together and make our circus super fabulous. What do you say, big guy? I don't know what to say. All I can say is thank you. Regina, you're gonna help them out too, aren't you?
I don't know. Maybe the circus would be better off without me.
What are you talking about, Regina? Why do you think that I brought you to court today? We've got to work together to make the very big circus bigger than it's ever been.
Mo.
Mo's right, sweetie pie. It can't be the very big circus without Regina Berry. What the series taught me is that Regina needs to find better friends.
Yeah. Rin and Mashi make cameos. I don't think I've gotten to them yet. I literally just started it before we started stream, so I'll finish it. I'll finish it later.
Max. Nick.
It seems like everything is going to turn out all right here.
I can't wait to go see the best circus the world has ever seen.
We'll save you the most fabulous seats. It'll take us a while to get ready, but I'm going to order special whoopee cushion seats.
Wow.
It just keeps going.
He just keeps laughing.
And the circus full of criminals.
Yeah,
Give me
this case was a
Mozart.
little difficult.
Yesterday's surprise raid. It really paid off, just like you said it would, sir. You had it all figured out, didn't you? This is probably Von Karma.
It was just a theory. If Vakro really was the killer, I thought this was the only way it could end. Especially if he was the defense attorney.
You mean Mr. Right? If it's not... Is this Edgeworth?
Well, of course. Well, my detective, my plane is about to leave. As for Mr. Akro's case, you see, need not worry. Plan to personally stop by the chief's prosecutor's office as soon as I get back. It is Edgeworth! Oh my god.
I'll be waiting for you, sir, Mr. Edgeworth.
Edgeworth is back, baby! Criminals
The
and Mo.
end.
Yeah. The amazing digital circus looks a lot different than I remember.
Might be. Hello, JJ and son, who are married consensually. I get what you're talking about. That sounds so terrible.
I told JJ about what you said on stream the other day. It was very funny to me. That was so funny to me. Do we want to keep going or do we want to stop for today?
Let's be done for today.
Okay.
Wait, what? What do you mean, random? What do you mean?
So on stream the other day, I popped into B's stream to lurk. And B was like, oh, yeah, Sun is, Sun and JJ, JJ's, Sun and JJ, other part. She's the other part to JJ. And I was like, B, you could have just said we were married. She was like, I didn't know that. I didn't know if you were married or not married and just together. I wasn't sure how to, and I didn't want to make you sound like property. It was very funny. Words are hard. Words are hard. No, and I fully get what you were saying, B. It was just really funny to be like, hear the thought process happening out loud, live.
Okay. Where would we like to raid out to?
Well, it looks like Sapphic Sunday is starting on the docket.
Okay.
How
do you want to break it up?
So, words are really hard, Luna. I'll raid Rin, you raid Mashi? Sound good?
Sure.
Great.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out with us today and getting through quite the
Probably the worst
quite the
case.
trial.
Probably
I
the
hope
worst
this was
case.
the I hope this was the worst case because that means there will be no worse cases than this. Thank you for that, Pat B.
It can
Thank
only go
you.
up from here. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and set up a raid over to Rin. Make sure that we. Ooh, do we have a raid message, JJ?
Give me a second.
Oh, I like that emote, B. That's cute. Dancy, dancy.
I got one. Just
Okay.
give me a second. Crim?
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 That's who did the emote.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. God dang it.
What? What happened?
Nothing, I just did the wrong thing.
Oh, it's okay. B, have I ever told you how cool your model is?
Okay. You're going to Rin, I'm going to Mashi, is that correct?
That's correct. Make sure you copy and paste the raid message. And we'll see y'all next time. Hopefully, I think I'm going to stream tomorrow too. So hopefully you check it out. All right.
Right.
See y'all later.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.